Hello, this is Accounting Chapter 9-2, Work Together. Okay, some background information just so you're aware. This is another one of those special journals that we're using. In this journal, we keep track of all our cash payments. Note that most of the time, not all of the time, but most of the time, it will be a check number. See how it has check number? So when that happens, we do not have to enter the C. We just put the number of the check. We only put transactions in here where we pay out cash. If I was to use my credit card, not credit card, let's say debit card, because you guys understand that. That would take money out of my account, right? So I would have to journalize it in the cash payments because that keeps track of what we're spending. Okay? So it says we're doing Franklin Lumber. And, oh, this is not going to work this way. On October 1st, paid cash for telephone bill. Okay? October. There I go without, I need to enter. Well, how come, where'd it go? Sorry. And a telephone bill is considered a utility expense. Check number 321, and the amount was $85. Well, do we have a utility expense special column up here? No. So we have to put it in the general debit because all expense accounts are debits until you close them out. And we have to credit the cash because we spent $85. That's all there is to that one. Pretty easy, right? Well, of course, later on you would have to post it, but they're not going to make you do that right now. Next one, supplies. Paid cash for office supplies. $52, check C322. Okay, so on the 7th, supplies slash or hyphen office, check 322, and it's for $52. Doesn't have a special column over here, so it has to go here. And we spent $52. Debit, credit. Next, the 11th. And on the 11th, this requires a little bit more work. Paid cash to GMT Hardware for merchandise with a list price of $800, less a 60% trade discount. This discount stuff is get a little tricky. I'm going to give you some clues here. See how it's 60%? That's a lot. That's like if I walk up to you in the store, you're buying this shirt or think you want to buy it, and I go up to you and say, it's 50% off today. Well, I'm not going to charge you this $800. I'm going to charge you what? Well, if it was 50%, it'd be $40. But this, if it was 50%, it'd be $50. So here I'm charging you 40%. So if you took 100% minus the 60%, because that's what they're giving you for a discount, you would pay 40% of the $800. So how do I figure that? Well, I get out my calculator. I go 800 times times 0.4. Or I could do 40 for my 40. Same number, just using the decimal differently. So $320. That's all it's costing me for this merchandise. Now merchandise, remember that word, merchandise? Well, you're saying, okay, you're buying merchandise. How come it's not going in the purchase journal? It's not because we're paying cash. We're not charging it. So here we have to put the word purchases. And we wrote a check. And it was for $320. And we credit cash for $320. On the 17th, we paid cash on account. We paid cash on account. We're paying part of our bill off to West Supplies, covering purchase invoice number 199 for $3,420 less 2% discount. Notice this 2%. 2, 10, and 30. You get a 2% discount if it's paid within 10 days, but all of it is due within 30 days. So if we pay early, we get a 2% discount. You're saying, ooh, a whole 2%. But when you're dealing with millions of dollars, like some places do, then that 2% is crucial. It can make your business. Check 324. Now here we get a little tricky. We have purchase discount credit. We have accounts payable debit. And we have cash credit. So our two credits must equal our debit. So this is what was journalized that we owed them, right? So in our accounts payable earlier, which was in our purchase journal, purchase journal, we had this number. So we have to debit it for $3,420. If we don't, we would still owe them. The amount of our discount, we have to figure out. And I'll show you how to do that real quick. You take your full amount, $3,420 times, and it's 2%, not 20%. So it's 0.02. That is the amount of our discount. $68.40. Now, if I want to take a shortcut, and I hope I don't confuse you when I do this, remember I figured this out, and this is the beginning. Oh, I better not do it. So we would take the $3,420 and minus the $68.40, because that's our discount, and we get what we have to write the check for, which is $3,351.60. Now, notice, this 2% is not very big when it's compared to these numbers. But 320, there's a big difference between 320 and $800. If you're talking your trade discount versus your purchase discount, there's a big difference. This purchase discount is little. If it's more, some people will put in a number here that will be more than the cost of the item. Well, you should figure out you got to err. Okay, on the 19th, I'm starting to run out of time, getting a little worried. Quail Forest, or Quill Forest Products. What do we buy? Does it say? Paid cash. Ooh, we paid cash on our bill again. We owed them $4,380. No cash discount was offered. Businesses do not have to offer a discount to try to get you to pay early. Some places will, some won't. So, we have to remember it was a bill. We owed that money. Now we're paying it off. That is why it goes in the accounts payable debit, not in there. you'll have to think and analyze those transactions. Okay, go ahead and work on your own and check it. Make certain you understand it. If you have questions, you need to be talking to each other, talking to me, talking to whoever you can get a hold of so that you really understand what you're doing. Trade discount, it's like I said, person walks up to you and says, I'll give you 50% off that product today if you buy it today. So you only go with the new price. Here you have to put in the discount, and the amount that you have to write the check for. Some people will think they have to write the check for $3,420. Well, that would be right because your discount. Notice your credits add together, they equal your debit. Thank you. You have a great day. Keep pushing forward. Work as hard as you can. Thank you.